Hello, welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're learning this expression, cut out for. We see that T in cut is pronounced as a fast D. Cut out. Cut out for. We use the verb to be. Am, is, and are. If somebody is cut out for something, it means that person is made for it. It's a good fit. They go together well. And if somebody is not cut out for something, that means it's not a good fit. They weren't made for it. For example, a job. If you're cut out for your job, that means you're made for your job. It's a good fit. And if you're not cut out for your job, that means it's not a good fit. You weren't made for the job. It's not for you. Let's hear some examples.
You're not cut out for that kind of life, honey.
You're just not cut out for the real world, are you?
You know, my wife never was cut out for motherhood.
Yeah, we're not cut out for this kind of work.
I'm not cut out for this kind of business.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm cut out for a job like that.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not cut out for this line of work anyway.
I don't think I was ever really cut out for public life. Such scrutiny.
I am not cut out for this.
I am not cut out for this.
Example, he got a job working with computers, but he doesn't really like computers. He's not really good with computers. So I can say, he's not cut out for this job. Or I can say, he's not cut out for this kind of work. I can also say, he's not cut out for this line of work. They all mean the same thing. Again, he's not cut out for this job. He's not cut out for this kind of work. Or he's not cut out for this line of work. It's not a good fit. It's not for him. He's not cut out for it. Let's practice. Is he cut out for this job? That's right. He's not cut out for this job. Is he cut out for this kind of work? That's right. He's not cut out for this kind of work. Is he cut out for this line of work? That's right, he's not cut out for this line of work. Example, when someone's in the hospital and the doctors connect tubes to their veins, we use the word intravenous. Let's look at the pronunciation difference. Veins. The word vein is pronounced with a long A sound, like day and say, vein. And intravenous, the E in the middle, makes the long E sound, like green beans. Intravenous. Intravenous. Example, he's on an intravenous drip. This is the long way to say it. The more common way to say it is, he's on an IV. IV. It's one, so we say an IV. And we use the preposition on. He's on an IV. Pronunciation altogether, he's on an IV. He's still on an IV. He's been in the hospital for a while, and he's still on an IV. Let's practice. Is he on an IV? That's right. He's on an IV. He's been in the hospital for a long time. Is he still on an IV? That's right. He's still on an IV. So remember the pronunciation. Veins, intravenous, or IV. He's on an IV. If there's someone in a high position, like your boss, and this person is easy to talk to and friendly and not arrogant, this person doesn't act like they're very important. They act like they're a normal person. They're friendly and easy to talk to. Then you can say this person is approachable. My boss is very approachable. I feel comfortable going to him with any question I have. He's very approachable. Pronunciation, approachable. The first syllable is a relaxed sound, like cup and up. And the second vowel is the long O, like no and go. Together, approach. Approachable. Approach is a verb. It means to walk up to somebody. But approachable is an adjective, describing someone who's easy to talk to, friendly. Usually someone in a high position.
It must be because you're so approachable.
Makes me seem warm and approachable, right?
She was likable, goofy, uniquely stylish, approachable, the lovable nerd girl next door.
My boss is very approachable. Or I can use this expression, down to earth. My boss is so down to earth. I can go to him with any question. He's really easy to talk to. He's really down to earth. Pronunciation, down to earth. The to is pronounced t because it's not stressed. So together, down to earth. He's really down to earth.
We just like to be normal, down-to-earth students.
Okay, he's way more down to earth than I thought.
I was watching the Castles video, and I was like, she seems intense, but she's probably really down to earth.
It was all some elaborate scheme by her mom to make her more down to earth or something stupid like that.
I had no idea Frank Navasky was going to be so down to earth.
I find your manner very down to earth.
Let's practice. Is his boss arrogant or is his boss very approachable? That's right. His boss is very approachable. Is his boss really down to earth? That's right. His boss is really down to earth. He's a nice guy. So remember, to talk about someone in a high position who's really friendly and not arrogant, you can use the adjective approachable or the expression down to earth. Today we're learning this expression, at a loss. Use the verb to be. I am, you are, or he is, at a loss. There are two forms of this expression. You can say I'm at a loss, or more complete, I'm at a loss for words. Pronunciation, I'm at a loss. The T is pronounced like a fast D because it's between vowels. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss for words. It means you don't know what to say. You're confused. You have no words. I'm at a loss for words. For is pronounced fur, because it's not stressed. I'm at a loss for words. Let's hear some examples.
I'm at a loss for words.
Well, for a fellow who's never been at a loss for words, I'd just like to say that I'm at a loss for words.
I guess I'm just at a loss for words.
I never expect you to be at a loss for words.
Well, I have never seen the two of them so at a loss for words before.
Well, please forgive me. It's just that I'm at a loss for words.
I was at a loss.
I'm at a loss to explain how or why this happened.
Example, he's at a loss. He's at a loss for words. He's confused and he doesn't know what to say. Let's practice. Is he at a loss for words? That's right, he's at a loss for words. In this example, the boy got in trouble in school. He was stealing, and the parents don't know what to say. They have no words. They're at a loss. Let's practice. Are the parents at a loss? That's right, they're at a loss. They don't know what to say. So remember this expression. It has two forms, at a loss or at a loss for words. Use the verb to be. I'm at a loss, he's at a loss, or they're at a loss. And for words is optional. You can say it, but you don't have to. Today we're talking about this expression, a complete overhaul. If something needs a complete overhaul, that means it needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed from the inside out. It needs to be totally changed and fixed. And where does it come from? When they take an engine apart in pieces and fix it completely from the inside out, that's called an engine overhaul. They do a complete overhaul. But we can use it for people too. You can use it for people, things, systems, anything. If you change something completely in order to fix it and make it better, that's an overhaul, a complete overhaul. It's a little confusing because the word doesn't really make sense. The word haul means to carry something heavy. But this expression has nothing to do with carrying things. It's about a complete change, fixing something completely. Let's hear some examples.
A complete overhaul. I want to improve the quality of our product.
Complete overhaul. I mean, we have to compensate for you up there.
Yeah, this is a complete overhaul job. I did it myself.
This place will need a complete overhaul to work.
What I need is a complete overhaul. You haven't? Well, maybe your sales technique needs a little overhauling. Sales technique?
Yeah, I need an overhaul. How's the training going?
I think it needs an overhaul. Maybe a lube job.
Hold on to your lug nuts. It's time for an overhaul.
First, let's talk about the engine. Does the engine need a complete overhaul? That's right, the engine needs a complete overhaul. Another example, The healthcare system in the United States, it is broken. You have to pay for healthcare insurance, and then when you need the insurance companies won't pay you. It's a broken system. So I can say the healthcare system needs a complete overhaul. Let's practice. Does the healthcare system need a complete overhaul? That's right, the healthcare system needs a complete overhaul. We can also use overhaul as a verb. Overhaul in the present, in the past, overhauled. It's the same idea. It's when you change something completely and fix it from the inside out. Let's hear some examples.
My wife just had this thing overhauled a month ago.
Sir, you got about 5 seconds to overhaul your attitude towards me and the young lady.
So, if we want to overhaul the system here.
Star Mark Cinema will overhaul the projection system, and we'll replace the popcorn machine.
This bothers me, Eddie. These machines were overhauled last week.
Too bad they can't overhaul me, too.
Now let's practice with the verb overhaul. In active voice, I can say they need to overhaul the engine. And in passive voice, I can say the engine needs to be overhauled. Let's practice. Do they need to overhaul the engine? That's right, they need to overhaul the engine. Does the engine need to be overhauled? That's right, the engine needs to be overhauled. Or I can talk about anything. For example, the healthcare system. That's right, they need to overhaul the healthcare system in the United States. Or I can say the healthcare system needs to be overhauled in passive voice. Let's practice. Do they need to overhaul the healthcare system in the United States? That's right, they need to overhaul the healthcare system in the United States. Let's practice with passive voice. Does the healthcare system need to be overhauled? That's right, the healthcare system needs to be overhauled. So remember, overhaul is a noun, it's a countable noun. I can say an overhaul or a complete overhaul. And it's a verb. I can say they need to overhaul the system or the system needs to be overhauled. And you can talk about anything. People, systems, cars, anything can be overhauled if it can be changed and fixed from the inside out. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.